And welcome to Today on this Thursday morning. I'm Katie Couric. Matt Lauer is working this side of the room while Brian's away. Good to see you, Matt.
Good to see you.
Baseball, Klazuski, Campanella talking baseball.
Strike is right. It's now day 7 of the baseball strike, and as of today, 86 games have been canceled. Players have lost an estimated $27 million, while the owners have lost over $12.5 million. But fans deprived of their daily baseball fix can still enjoy the national pastime on a field of screens. Entertainment Weekly reporter Albert Kim is here to show us what's available in the electronic ballpark. Albert, good to see you.
Good morning, Matt.
Hey, before you went to Entertainment Weekly, you were at Sports Illustrated for a while writing about baseball. Are you of the mind that it's over for '94?
It doesn't look good right now. All the reports we've heard seems that they're so far apart. It seems like the whole season's going to be gone.
Not even postseason?
It doesn't look good for that either. Possibly even next year.
So we've got to satisfy ourselves with gadgets like this one right here. Video games obviously are making huge progress. They're getting better and better. How are the baseball ones doing?
They're pretty good. They're a lot of fun. This one is Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball for the Super Nintendo system. It's exciting, it's fun, it's a great game. It's a lot of fun to play. The
last time I played one of these games, maybe 8-10 years ago, they weren't that realistic. What have they done to make them more realistic?
Well, all the characters here are done with a lot of witty details. As you can see, the ball player's chewing gum. He'll blow a bubble every now and then. He has all sorts of little quirks. He'll break his bat if he strikes out. He'll
argue with the umpire?
Argue with the umpire if he has a problem with the call.
All right, let's move on down, because I know we've got another one here. This one's by, is it Sega?
This is for the Sega Genesis. It's called World Series Baseball, and it's got a new perspective on it. It takes place from the point of view of the catcher, so that you actually see things from the batter's box.
So in other words, this one was kind of an elevated view looking down from behind home plate. This one is actually lower.
Right. So as you can see, it's very realistic, because what they did is they filmed live ball players and then digitized the action into the game. So there's a great deal of control, a lot of simulation. This is Fenway Park in the background, if you can recognize that.
Now, is it the only park available, or can you kind of switch backgrounds?
No, all 28 Major League teams and stadiums are available, as well as all 700 Major League players.
Give me an idea on price of the two we've just seen.
They're both around $60 to $50.
All right, we're talking about video games here, Albert, but there's something else. We've all been talking about the information superhighway.
Right.
These online services have jumped up to take advantage of the baseball strike. What are they doing?
Well, if you're a subscriber to America Online, you can call up an area called the Strike Zone, which is where all the latest strike news and message boards are. You can go and talk to other users about what they think about the strike, or look up history, for example.
We're seeing some video, by the way, of what it looks like if you do that.
Right, here's a history of the average salary for the Major League ball players throughout the year, so you can educate yourself on what the issues are.
And Prodigy has one too, but it's really kind of a training online service about how to become a manager.
Prodigy is a fantasy game called Baseball Manager. It's like Rotisserie League Baseball in that you draft teams using real players. However, instead of waiting till the end of the season to see all your stats, you play day to day.
All right. Here's where you lose me, okay? I'm still in the Pac-Man generation as far as video games go. Now we're talking CD-ROM. What's this one?
This is called Baseball's Greatest Hits. It's like a great big electronic scrapbook of baseball's greatest moments. You can call up all these great moments all the way from the 30s and some of Babe Ruth's feats to the 90s and last year's stuff. For example, we'll look at something in the 1980s. We're calling up the 1986 World Series when Game 6, when Bill Buckner let the ball go through his legs. So
I'd love to see that one over and over again. Man, I love that when it happened.
It's a great moment to see if you're a Mets fan, and sort of painful to watch if you're a Red Sox. Call up the video here.
I mean, this is really amazing. This is incredible quality.
Yeah, you got the video clip here, you've got the line score, you can call up the box score after the game, as well as a post-game report, and even a column.
I'm not going to do what I did during the time that happened. I was jumping up and down and screaming. Let's move on. We have one more here. Also CD-ROM. What's the difference between these two?
This is called Microsoft Complete Baseball, and it's really a comprehensive look at the game. It's got all of the Major League players who ever played the game in it. For example, we called up Hank Aaron, and we can scroll through his life, read something about him. It's like having an entire baseball encyclopedia on your fingertips.
Can you also pull up highlights with this one, like when he hit, number 714?
Sure, you can call up any kind of highlights. For example, if we look at the season summaries, we'll look at last year's season, which starts with a video of the final play of the season, which is Joe Carter hitting his home run. And the great thing about it is after you watch the video, you can read some more about the season. You can call up statistics. You can call up all the baseball records.
All right, that's great. Hey, they still haven't gotten one that's can